Hello, in this lesson we will be solving a logarithmic equation. We're going to get started by combining the logs using the product rule. Just remember when two logs with the same base are added, we multiply the inside. And so here we can see that we have two bases that are the same. All right, and so what we're going to do is combine them into one. So let's go ahead and rewrite this as log base 2. Okay, that's multiplied by x plus 3 times x minus 1. Okay, and we can rewrite as an exponential equation because a log equals a number, which means it can, or we can rewrite it in exponential form. So I'm going to set this equal to 3, and I want you to see that we can rewrite it in exponential form because all we're doing is rewriting x plus 3 times x minus 1 set equal to 2 raised to the third power. So let's go ahead and do that. And that is, like I said, x plus 3 times x minus 1 equals 2 raised to the third power. And we know that 2 raised to the third power equals 8. And so the next thing we're going to do is expand and form a quadratic. So on the left side, we're going to expand x plus 3 times x minus 1. And so when we do that, it becomes x squared plus 2x minus 3, and set that equal to 8. All right, and now to get our quadratic equation, what we're going to do is move 8 to the left side. So we'll do that by subtracting 8 from the right and from the left. And so we get x squared plus 2x minus 11 equals 0. All right, and so now we're going to use the quadratic formula. And we see here that a is 1, b is positive 2, and c is negative 11. Okay, so now let's go ahead and write our quadratic formula up here. So we have x equals, and that we have negative 2 plus or minus, and let's fill in our values here. And so we have 2 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 11. And that is all over 2. And so we have x equals negative 2 plus or minus, and underneath the square root we have 4 plus 44, which equals 48. So we have the square root of 48 here, and that is over 2. And let's go ahead and simplify the root. So we have the square root of 48 when simplified is the square root of 16 times 3. The square root of 16 is 4, so we're left with 4 root 3. Okay, so let's go ahead and rewrite this. So we have x equals negative 2 plus or minus 4 root 3, and that is over 2. And now we want to simplify even further, and we see that 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 4 twice, and so this is equal to negative 1 plus or minus 2 root 3. Okay, and so the expressions inside the logs must be positive, so it's very important that you check the domain. That's actually really crucial for logs. So we have x plus 3, so I'll write x plus 3 is greater than 0, and solver for x. X is greater than negative 3. And then we have x minus 1 is greater than 0. Solver for x. X is greater than positive 1. So whatever answer we choose, it has to be greater than 1. So now in this case, what we're going to do is test each solution. And so let me go back over here to the left. And so we have, back over to the left underneath the quadratic equation. And we have x equals negative 1 plus 2 root 3. Okay, and so we know that the square root of 3 is approximately 1.732. So let me just rewrite this as x equals negative 1 plus 2 times 1.732, and that is approximately 2.46. Okay, so now let's check the next solution. And so that is x equals negative 1 minus 2 root 3. Now we can see that this is negative, which is automatically invalid. So we have the correct solution, and which is our final answer, x equals negative 1 plus 2 root 3. So if this was helpful, please like and subscribe. And as always, keep practicing and stay tuned for more calm, clear math lessons right here on MathByTV.